of eSwatini, whose love for music started at the age of 6. At 15, she rocked her first demo and has not looked back ever since. These days, you can find her gracing big stages around South Africa and her home country as well. After an 8-year hiatus from doing solo projects, she came back with her soulful hit single, Tinyembeti. Her album, Inhlanyelo, is currently out, and she now joins us in studio to tell us all about herself and, of course, her latest offering. Zamo, it's always great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, bro.
Now, you started obviously as a young solo artist who was trying to make it in this industry.
Yes.
And then there was a time where you joined the ensemble Joy Celebration, from which you then broke away from to continue on your solo journey. Tell us about just how that journey was like for you, all the transitions that you went through.
Wow. It's been a wonderful 15 years. Obviously, coming from the space of being solo and feeling like you're kind of demoted, but it wasn't really a demotion, because I mean, Joy Celebration is such a huge ensemble, and being a part of them was quite an honor for me. And now I went through so many phases trying to find myself, trying to find my voice within the group. I managed to get at least one solo, which we recorded at the Porter's House in America. And then year after that, I released Tinyembeti. Then I decided, you know what, it's actually time for me to continue on my own personal journey. And it's been quite amazing. An emotional roller coaster as well.
One thing that I really love about you, and I think a lot of people adore about Zamo, is that your culture, your tradition, your language is very much a part of what you do.
Yes.
You sing a lot in eSwatini.
Yes.
Every time you're out on a performance or an interview, we see you looking colorful, and you're always adding something that represents where you come from.
Yes.
Why is that so important for you?
I think it's very important because my culture has played a very big role in who I am today. And being in a city like Johannesburg, it's very easy for you to get lost. But if you have your culture infused in everything that you do, you always say, I don't want to let people down at home. There's always that one kid at home in Matapa, in Manzini, somewhere that is watching me, and I can't afford to let my guard down.
You're quite a dynamic woman. You're an actress, you're a singer, you're a makeup artist, you're a mom.
Yes.
There are all these many hats that you have to juggle. I mean, obviously that must demand a lot of time and responsibility from you. How do you do it?
It's God's grace, honestly. It's very hard, because I mean, being away from my kids, and you're trying to prepare for a gig, and you get a phone call, we need you to facilitate a makeup gig, It's a lot, to be quite honest, but it's God's grace. I don't even know how I can say I've done it. It's not me. I
think the airwaves have never been the same since Zamo embarked on her solo career. I mean, any day, any time of the week, you'll hear a Zamo track, and your current single, Njengam, that's also being received very well. What does it mean to you when you put your heart and soul into your craft? You go through the battles, the hardships, the challenges, and only to have people receive you so well?
It's a blessing, because for me, I always say I want to live a purposeful life, a purpose-driven life rather. And seeing people receive my music, receive my message, receive my heart that I've poured out is something that it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm really grateful to everyone who is buying the music. It's available on digital platforms, it's available at Musica, in stores. And right now we are actually releasing my third single, Kapozi, which is already out. And we're releasing the video in the next coming few weeks. So people should look out for that.
And that's still from the album Inhlanyelo?
Yes, still from Inhlanyelo.
Amazing. Quickly remind us who you worked with on this particular album.
On the album, on Inhlanyelo, the seed, I worked with Afro Traction. He's the head producer, and then I worked with Sad Jams. He did a couple of tracks. Sad Jams, a lot of people know him via Sands, and then I worked with Preston Press. He was one of the songwriters, within the album and myself.
Wow, that's amazing. Zamo, we love having you here. Thank you so much. All the best for everything that you touch. May it all turn into gold. You're absolutely stunning. We'll continue supporting your music. That was musician Zamo talking to us about her album Inhlanyelo, and of course the latest single. The album symbolizes new beginnings for the musician after taking a break as a solo artist for a number of years. Well, you can catch all this and more by downloading the SABC app to stay up to date with all our news from across TV and our various radio stations. It is time for us to take a quick break. Do stay with us. We'll be back.